Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, has been successfully driven out of the game, the community, and the franchise that he created by the gutter scum games media. Make no mistake, that is what has happened here. Scott posted this explanation, quote-unquote, here, explaining why he has decided to leave Five Nights at Freddy's, the game, the development, and the community, and give it over into the hands of somebody else that he trusts and somebody that he will choose. Now, he of course says the usual, that he wants to take a step back and focus on the important things in life, spend more time with his family, and I'm sorry, I know, I understand. God dang, do I understand, my own history considered, that it is hard to be the target of straight up harassment campaigns, of getting doxxed, of getting attacked, of having slanderous articles written on you over and over and over again by people who actively hate you and want to see you destroyed. It's a lot of pressure, no doubt about it, and I entirely understand that you feel the temptation to step back and simply just disengage with all of it. I get it. But at the same time, let us not kid ourselves. This is yet another absolute victory for the Stasi-esque tactics of sites like Kotaku, who have now, I think, written 4 articles on this, and just look at this framing. Five Nights at Freddy's creator Scott Cawthon retires amid controversy. As if this was just a thing that happened. It was just an occurrence. We have no hand in this whatsoever. We've written 3 attack pieces on this now, but it's amid controversy. As if he just up and decided, you know what, I'm just not going to do this anymore. It has nothing to do with anything else, of course. Cawthon steps down after donations to Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell, and others were discovered. As, again, if that was the issue. As if he suddenly realized, oh God, I have donated money to the wrong politicians in our single party. Goddamn fascist state, apparently. And now, the government-controlled media is after me. I'm being hyperbolic, but only by a gosh darn smidgen at this point. Like, this is some genuine fascist tactics right here. And allow me to reiterate, to make this perfectly clear. This is a person who made political donations to people, not even just Republicans, Democrats included, and for that, for his political stance, he has now been chased out of the game and the community that he literally created. Part of me keeps making videos like this thinking like, this has gotta sink in soon, right? I mean, normies have to look at shit like this and go, holy shit, is this actually where we are today? Yes, this is where we are today. This is a campaign of intimidation, of threats, of, oh, I mean, this is some bad things here. Don't you understand? You're causing irreparable harm. You're causing violence. You're literally killing people. And then in the same breath, when something happens, they go, oh, well, amid controversy, he chooses to retire. Morals is a sorely lacking thing in today's society, particularly amongst the journalist class, although... journalist. Kotaku, sterling publication that produces pieces like, for example, this. Absolutely brilliant, what even... reinforcing my notion that games journalists are nothing more than failed wannabe YouTubers without charisma or anything, frankly. Ay. And also, let me go off on a little bit of a tangent here, because what's happening here, again, absolutely a victory for the Stasi-esque gaming media. Stasi-esque, literal Stasi tactics here for political donations. And why did this happen to this guy? Why didn't it happen to anybody else? Well, I gotta say, it is precisely because he has made his support for the LGBTQ letter nonsense community known. And by that I mean specifically this as a political tag. Because that series of nonsensical letters, that is now a political affiliation. It is a certain group of people. It has nothing to do anymore with simply gay people, lesbian people, trans people, or anything like that. Scott Cawthon himself made it perfectly clear in his Reddit post that he doesn't care about a person's race, about their sexuality. All of that is irrelevant. He treats people like people. The only sensible thing to do, unless you're in the current year where, don't you understand, not seeing race is racist. Ungoddamn ironically, that is where we are, to the point where Cartoon Network is literally making ads for children going, don't you understand, my skin color is important. Jawohl, mein Führer. Shall we start measuring people's craniums yet? God. But it is absolutely that. He had a little LGBT sign on his Reddit. That is as good as a laser-pointed target marker, because it does tell people that are on that side of the political spectrum that, guess what? You are a part of our religion. And there are only two states, a pure, sin-free soul, or the dirty, stinking, scummy soul of a sinner, a wrong thinker, somebody who dares give money to political candidate he personally likes. What would we ever do if such things became commonplace, eh? And so, of course, they attacked, because they knew there would be a reaction, and because they knew they could force them out. Make no mistake, this wasn't an accident. These people who looked up political donations didn't just enter Scott Cawthon there by accident. Oh, just a random person. Let's check this guy. No, this is an attempt to find dirt, quote unquote, on people, specifically to stir up a shit show so that they can be attacked. And where was this found? On Twitter. Like all things these days, like all news, on Twitter. Social media, ladies and gentlemen, probably the single greatest scourge to humanity since the Black Death. And I can't help but be a little bit annoyed too by the decision of Scott. Again, I understand. As I have said on multiple occasions, being a public persona on the internet is not easy, and it requires a certain mindset, a certain ability to take whatever the entire world can throw at you and simply keep trucking. A lot of people are not going to have that, and that's not a character flaw, that isn't a problem. But at the same time, I am annoyed at the fact that he allowed himself to be driven out by this, that he allowed himself to be scared at a time right now where this is more common than ever, and finally we are actually making some genuine progress. We are starting to see some of these bastards get their taste of their own medicine. Journalists being fired for the spicy tweets they have gotten other people fired for half a decade plus now. And it's been so long since we've seen something like this, a truly effective cancellation attack. It feels like a setback. And I know, it seems ridiculous for me to be annoyed at this guy's personal decision to spend more time with his family. I know, it's petty, goddammit, I entirely understand. At the same time, you hate to see the Nazis actually win one for a change, particularly, again, now, considering everything. This also comes, of course, amidst a wave of new and interesting measures implemented by the administration of a certain immortal, focusing specifically on elements of unrest. See, that might be a subject for the Archcast, because, heavens. But there you have it. Scott Cawthorne has decided to step down. He has, for lack of a better word here, to be candid, decided to surrender to the people who claimed to be his allies. Oh, you support the LGBTQ letter community? Fantastic! You're an ally. We're all on the same side here. Wait, you donated to the Antichrist? Well, I'm afraid we're gonna have to write 24 attack articles on you and eventually force you out of the business, whilst also doxing you and sending threats to your family. Just business, bro. God damn it. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you can get some better news today as well. Have a good day.